Hello, this is Blue Storm Wyvern, and I'm storming at you with another review, and today I'm bringing you the Collector's Edition for Unicorn Overlord. This is a tactical RPG action video game that came out, well, last March, considering this is now September of 2025, but it came out last year. I've watched it twice already, so I enjoy it. It's pretty good. It's a very compelling story. It really drew me in. So I'm actually glad to finally get it. I got it not too long ago, like say about a month or so. But I have it now, so I wanted to do an unboxing for it, even though it's been a year. But here it is. So to take a look at it here, we have the Collector's Edition box. I got it for the PS5. It's rated T for teen. And yeah, it's one of those fantasy type games. So you get elves and other types of fantasy creatures in it. So taking a look at it here. So that's the main character. His name's Alain. A-L-A-I-N, and you get a whole bunch of, these are a couple of his friends that he comes to know on an island. And it's another one of those somewhat of a date simulation, because with these two rings right here on the title, you can choose someone to give that ring to, and he actually ends up being married to that person. Well, most likely a woman. So, taking a look at all, so you get angels, elves, and bestrels, which are like beast folk, which indicates this lion here. And his name's Morad. So take a look at the side here, and this is what's inside the box. Of course, you get the Atlas logo there. So that's the company that published it. And take a look at the back here. Liberate your kingdom, reclaim your destiny. A fallen prince shall rise again. Ring of legend lighting his path. And there's some screenshots from the game. And there's some of the characters again. Alright, and this is actually a sleeve cover. So let's remove that. Turn this over. Got a glossy finish for this mural here. You get the title again, and it opens like this, and the first thing you see is the game itself. So, and it's the same as the sleeve cover, and it has that same thing on the back, and there's the DLC. So you get these, get the heraldry pack, and there's the game with the castle in the back and the landscape in front of it. Next we have the art book, which we'll look at last. But it's the same as that's on the front of this. And next is, oops, the soundtrack, which is 2 discs. So there's volume 1, volume 2, and here are the songs. So total of 20. And it's the same, the picture is the same as these right here. Alright, next. Okay, this is the card game. I don't want to take too much of it out, but there's the rule book, and you get like a little comic, and a setup of the board. And there are all the cards. I don't want to take all of them out. I don't want to make this video too long. And in this little purse, I think, is the dice. So there's all of that. I'll have to read this little comic later. And I believe that is it. Okay. So, I believe that is what comes with this collector's edition. So, without further ado, let's look at the art book. So here we have Elaine looking at the church that's on the island that he's on at the start of the game. And there he is. You can pause to read the bio. And here we have Scarlet. Lex. Joseph. Podrick. There's a ton of characters in here, and I guess his name is Adel, but it's not Adel Kristen from Ease, but he is voiced by, his English voice actor is Bryce Papenbrook, who does voice Adel Kristen from Ease. Next we have Clive. Aubin. Travis. Rolf. Sharon. Osh, and that's how his name is actually pronounced, is Osh. Morden. He kind of reminds me of Gimli in a way, even though he's not a dwarf. Yana. Yeah, there's a lot of familiar English voice actors from various animes to their resumes. Here we have Berenice. Monica. Nina. And her sister Melee. And they both use the same weapon. Next we have Bryce. Another hammer user, Kitra. Fran. Miriam. Melisandre. Colm. Tatiana. Sylvie. Renault. And here is Elaine's mother, Elenia. Gemmel. Mandarin. Beaumont. And Gaston. That's how his name is actually pronounced. And we have various NPCs. Gilbert. Elaine's cousin Virginia. And she looks like the Queen. Berengaria, Leia, and that's how her name is pronounced. Aramis, and I know the name sounds like it's from one of the Musketeers, one of the three Musketeers. Magellan, Liza, Prim, Hilda, Gloucester, Jeremy, Amalia, Hugo, Geeth, and that's how that is pronounced. We have some more NPCs. Here we have the elves now from, these are the Elheim characters. So here we have Rosalinda, Delta Linda, Thillian, Vladimir, Linalgos, Ridiel, Celeste, Gailey, Alcina, and there's the Elheim NPCs. Now we have the Bestress characters. Here's the first one, Unifi. Morard, the lion character. Ramona. Bertrand. Dinah. Conrad. Ryman. Elgor. Excuse me. And there are the Pistorius NPCs. Now we have the Albion characters. There's Oclese. Renice. Eumeris. Nigel. Sonadio. Jerome. Arendt. Bradley. There's a lot of characters in this game. Hodel. There are the Albion NPCs. Now we have the Zenoiran characters, who are the antagonists. There's Galerius. Baltro, who is actually the main antagonist. Narcisse. Theodora. Holiness. Oh, the mail just came. So the dog's barking. Belisarius. Here are the various types of warriors. Got the fighter, soldier, both male and female, sellsword, the warrior. They're the hammer wielders. They have a male and female version. The gladiator. And these are all the classes. Arborist, who are the crossbowmen. Knight. Hoplite. there's the thing for the knight. And there's the hoplite. Sword fighters, male and female. Radiant Knight. Dark Knight. Cleric. Wizard. Shaman. Witch. Wyvern Knight. Griffin Knight. Elven Fencer, both male and female. Elven Archer, male and female. Werewolf. Werefox. Wereowl. Werebear. Feather Sword, which is an angel fighter. Feather Bow. Feather Staff. Feather Shield. And there's the world of Fevrith, the continent. And there are all the countries. There's Cornea, Elheim, Albion, Drakenhold, Pistorius, the Zenoiran Empire, and here are all the locations. So there's Gran Corinne. This is all of Cornea. We have the royal capital of Corinne, which is this. Then the town. Then the village. Walled city. Harbor. Garrison. And fortress. Plains, road, forest, and coast. Outcrop, cave, ruins, subterranean ruins. And practically every region has these. Swamp, which is hamlet, which is abode, church, training grounds, garrison interior, ship's deck, there's a lot here, so I've already done a lot with this already. It's the desert region. Here we have Bistorius, the snowy region. That's the grave of the Lion Kings. Albion. The Overworld maps. That was Cornea. This is Drakenhold. Elheim. I think Elheim is practically my favorite one. Astorius. This would be my second favorite one. Albion. And here are the insides of the shops. It's Cornea, here's Drakenhold. Elheim. Pistorius. Albion. And they're all basically the same, it just depends on the character that's running the type of shop. Here's the food. That's all the cuisines, and here are the various weapons. All the consumables, materials, some little sketches, concept art, there's some more background art. And that's, just thought I'd show this off too, but that's the end of the art book, and there's the one of the crests. That one says Vanillaware, but there is the collector's edition for Unicorn Overlord, and I got this off of Amazon. So, I mean, if you're a fan of tactical RPGs and fantasy, I think you'll like this one if you haven't played it yet. I haven't played it myself. I've only watched it twice on YouTube already. But from what I've watched, I thoroughly enjoy it. So that's it. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.